New day, same old story. Wake up, have breakfast, check your phone because you're addicted to it. Huh? The name's Carrie and I'm a ball. Make it quick. Viprin, I already told you. I don't want anything to do with. Wait, what?
Yep, it's right here. And you can get it back if you just help me with one small thing.
One small thing? Good morning. My name is Carrie the Ball. I was persuaded by Viprin to carry some news, so here we are. Surprise, surprise. Who saw it coming? I'm the guy they hired to present you the results of the GDS Creator Contest. Or not. The GDS contest results will be shown today, but not by me, and not now. I'm afraid you're gonna have to wait a while longer for them. Don't ask me why, I don't make the rules here. Viprin just told me he had to postpone the results by 10 minutes without giving a reason. Lucky for you, he has a Discord server where you can complain about that when the video ends. But the video isn't over, is it? We're just getting started, and we have some time to fill until the evil king says he's good to go. And what better way to fill time than showing you the results of a much more refined and high-class creator contest? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the final results of the GDS Creator Badtest. For those who aren't aware, the GDS Badtest was a very funny contest organized by this fine specimen of a creator, with the same rules as the GDS contest you all know and love, but where you had to make terrible remakes instead of good ones. Whoever wins this thing is gonna get a whopping $5, and I'm sure all the winners are tuned in right now, so let's not waste any more time. They're probably very anxious right now. We may not have gotten as many entries as the official contest, but we still got some funny remakes to show you. Let's go over the 2 honorable mentions. For the first honorable mention we have GMD Parted in a Mix 69 by Awesome Dude. What a name. This is a remake of Parted in a Mix by Zenthik Alpha, a truly legendary level. Forward before we continue, I got handed this document a second ago, and apparently it's got the GDS contest judges' opinions on these entries. They have time to write this but not to release their own results video in time. Amazing. Let's give this thing a read.
12 seconds later.
I find it very telling that Sahad Open and Hyperflame sent almost full-length reviews while Viprin opted for short one-liners. Geometry dash everywhere. Anyway, the level. I personally like how the creator states right at the beginning that they want the $5 to pay for Nintendo's online. That's the kind of desperation we like seeing in the Badtest, more on that later. But there's a reason this level is only an honorable mention, and Subwoofer put it best here.
To make a great joke level you have to be consistent with your jokes, not spam whatever you think will win. 7 out of 10 though, I still wanted to vomit.
Thank you Fish Dog. That about does it for this entry. Let's get to the next honorable mention. Our second and last honorable mention is Tokyo Walk by GD Golden Creep. Remake of Tokyo Rush by Rose Iron, another legendary level. This is a much more straightforward entry. They just took a good level from the past, made a pun on its name and ran with it. Or, walked with it. You get the point. On top of that we have an appropriately bad color combination. No decoration spam needed, just a hue shift can be enough to make an otherwise good level look terrible. Let's see what the other judges have to say. Prism notes that the first no running sign made him exhale from his nose. Good to know that he has a nose, and everyone else just, kind of, agrees with what I said. I feel socially accepted now. Let's go. And with the honorable mentions covered, let's get into the cream of the crop, the top 3. These next 3 levels are something else, trust me. Video, fade out. Apparently Sahadok only saw the first 15 seconds of the level, because that's all he commented on. Anyway, number 3. Badnutty, by BP2. Remake of Labnutty by Joe 2000, a less legendary level. As you can see, we are really getting into the bad stuff. Labnutty was truly ripped apart here, with not one but 3 garbage styles that replace the originals for the complex design. I'll let Hyperflame elaborate on this.
This entry is a good example of a level with good build-up. The first part of this level demakes the original's decoration, making it very boring and stale. The creator then chooses to make things more exciting by transforming the drop into 9 circles type decoration. It gets even better, however, as the end of the level demonstrates the use of invisible portals and black overlays, all covering the gameplay to suddenly increase the level's difficulty right at the end of it.
Or in layman's terms, thing that builds up over time satisfying. So that's Badnutty, the rudest level I've ever seen. And there are still 2 entries that placed above it. Unbelievable. Sit down and grab some popcorn for this next one. It's gonna be great.
That's great.
It's gonna be great.
That's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
That's gonna be great.
At number 2 we have Pennutoh, fitting name, by Hudson Jr. and Triggered Goose. Remake of Pennutoh by Jonathan GD. The creators of this level cared, they really did. Enough to make 5 minutes of consistent trash at least. I only want to waste some of your time, not a big chunk of it, so I can't show you this level in its entirety, but trust me, it's a consistently phenomenal parody for 5 straight minutes. As a fraction of Hado's review points out, it really makes fun of Pennutoh in the best ways, like keeping the level set pieces but removing all the effort that went into them. Please, play this level whenever you have nothing to do. I can't allow the dedication of these 2 young souls to go unnoticed. Speaking of dedication, I think it's time to look at our number 1 entry. Another paragon of dedication, but in a different way. PowerPoint presentation, take it away. And the winner of the GDS Creator Badtest is Pennutoh with their Corks 2. Remake of Crocs, their own level. But Carrie, I hear you asking, this Corks 2 looks funny and all, but Pennutoh looks far more impressive. How did it not win? That is a very good question. Thank you for asking. The answer is that Corks 2's merits as a level alone didn't bring it to the top of the pedestal. It's the story around it that made it win. And it seems I have a couple more minutes to fill, so I might as well tell you the story. Let's go. Once upon a time, Pennutoh was interested in participating in a certain Chris Z's contest. To do so, they created a level that they later called Crocs. As you can see, this Crocs level looks like something made by a creator who is still learning the ways of the world. Certainly not trash, but not contest winning material either. As such, Pennutoh did not win in Chris Z's contest. We cannot know how this defeat must have felt for them. It's possible that they just said sucks to suck and moved on. What matters is that Pennutoh eventually stumbled upon the Badtest, and they immediately knew what to do. They didn't look at any of the hundreds of contest winning levels that they could choose from for their remake. No. They took the Badtest opportunity to bring their own level back from the dead. To give it a second chance to succeed, even if they had to make it worse instead of improving it. Think about that. Pennutoh was willing to butcher and ridicule their own level just to win $5 and some fake internet points. This is an unnatural drive for vacuous success. This is desperation. Desperation is one of the key characteristics of a bad level, and thus, it's very highly valued in the Badtest. So you win, Pennutoh. The $5 are all yours, my friend. And that's the Badtest results. I hope you enjoyed this waste of your time. The GDS contest results will begin shortly, so stay tuned.
Good job, Carrie. You did well enough.
Really? Does that mean that I can get my mod back?
I'll go and do the honors. Don't run anywhere.
I give up.
Hey Rob Top, would it be possible to remod carry the ball?
Who?